Hi, we're back with Stunning Stays. I'm Tiffany and this is Daniel. And today we're going to talk about expectations and what kind of expectations you should have when setting up a short-term rental. We can even give an example. We had someone come over to us say, hey, I want to do this as a short-term rental. We went and we discussed this with them and walked through the property. And when you have a big, large property or even a little one, you need to make sure you have the money to put into it. It's not something that you just throw up on Airbnb or VRBO. You're not going to be successful if you do it that way. So, for instance, on this a specific person that wanted to come to us and have us manage it, we told him he needed to plan on $50,000 to $60,000 to get this property up and going. You say, wow, why would you have to spend that much? Because you have beds, you have bedding, you have silverware, you have all these little bitty things that cost money. But if you do it right, you make money. So there's a famous saying, you have to spend money to make money sometimes. And in short-term rentals, I 100% agree with this statement. You have to spend money to make money in this industry. What do you say about that, Daniel?
Yeah, you can't take any shortcuts. With this last client that we were looking at doing, and he was weighing his options between whether he wanted to go long term or short term, and then he was pushing to go short term because he had a lot of stuff. He had some things in his basement that was, kind of getting cluttered, and he didn't have a place to go store it. And he had a budget in mind of maybe $10,000 to $20,000. And when we came back and gave him a bid of really 40 to 60 plus, and that doesn't count a lot of certain things, his eyes got all wide and was super shocked, super surprised. So he actually went out and got 2 other bids from interior designers to see what they would cost him if he wanted to convert it and do it. And I just said, hey, just plan on, with your custom home and how beautiful it is, you just want to make sure you set it up to have a big group. So you want to be able to sleep, at least 20 is what we kind of gave him as a standard. He got the other bids and he came back and realized that, the other bid was going to be 60 or 70,000. And so the point is, you got to have realistic expectations. It definitely costs money to make money when you got to set up an Airbnb or a short-term rental. It definitely takes the time, but to do it right, then it's going to perform well. The other expectation you got to set up, if the property hasn't performed as a short-term rental, it's going to take time. Okay, you're not going to hit a home run immediately. Okay, you're going to have to probably discount the property the nights. You're going to discount the nightly rate for the initial part to get more bookings, to get reviews, get some traction, and have it show up on the searches. After it's been doing it for a while, then you can raise the price and have it perform at a different level. But you got to have an expectation. It's going to take some time to get those reviews and you have the property perform. So you're not just going to go out there and then automatically get 80 or 90% occupancy. So you need to have an expectation. It's going to be a lot less than that at the beginning for sure. So it's definitely important when you set up an Airbnb, when you set up your furnished rental, set realistic expectations. If you're self-managing, comment below. Let us know how your properties are performing and how it went when you first set up your properties.